Welcome to Animation Rundown and to another fun movie recap. This time, we will be recapping the 2019 movie Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It seems like an ordinary full moon night until a gang of suspicious turtles can be seen lurking through the shadows and going towards Powers' industrial lab. Moreover, this was the very night where Barbara Gordon, also known as Batgirl, was being given a tour of Powers' industrial lab's newest creation. Just as the higher-ups were briefing Barbara about the generators, the power went off, and in came the gang of trespassers. At the moment that Barbara stood up to fight them, smoke filled the entire room and she heard people fighting. But she couldn't investigate further because the intruders and the people fighting them disappeared as soon as the smoke cleared. Right after what happened, Batgirl reported the incident to Batman. She told him that everything happened so quickly that is why she couldn't do anything. However, she does think she saw a lizard taking the generator away with it. Hearing Batgirl's story, Batman heads to the Batcave to investigate further into the matter. He starts watching the security footage of the lab. As he watched the footage, Batman realized that the attackers used an ancient fighting method that consisted of the ancient forms of ninjutsu. Alfred Pennyworth gave his view and said that the attackers could probably be a part of the League of Assassins. Batman contradicted Alfred's suggestion, saying that through Batgirl's report, he thinks that the assailants were some new people and could also be metahumans. Alfred also reminds Bruce that the police commissioner called him and said that Wayne Enterprises is going to be the next potential target of the League of Assassins. He tried to suggest placing patrol cars out of the building for extra security, but Batman refused, saying that he could handle this much. Meanwhile, Oswald Cobblepot, also known as Penguin, was getting ready with his gang to raid Wayne Enterprises. Suddenly they thought they could hear someone's presence. They thought it was Batman, but it was not Batman who emerged from the shadows. It was Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Donatello. They easily defeat Penguin's men and advance toward him. Although Penguin tries to fend him off with the help of his umbrella gun, it was nothing in front of the Ninja Turtles' power. Penguin accepts that he will be overpowered and escapes by jumping off the building and landing safely by transforming his umbrella into a helicopter. In that duration, the foot soldiers get inside Wayne Enterprises to finish their evil plans. Just as they are about to attack people inside the building, they find out that everyone and everything inside the building is holograms. Batman appears and, as expected, takes on all of them. As he tries to interrogate one of them, Drohu Sahay, also known as the Shredder, killed all the foot soldiers. They get into a fight, but Shredder causes great damage to Batman with the deadly ancient's Sato Oshi strike and disappears from the scene. In the meantime, the Ninja Turtles tie up Penguin's men and discover the Batmobile parked in the corner. Fascinated, they try checking the Batmobile out, except Batman arrived at the same time. The Ninja Turtles start attacking Batman, misunderstanding that Batman works for Shredder. Despite his injury, Batman defeats all of them single-handedly and the Ninja Turtles run away with the help of a smoke bomb. In the next scene, Shredder arrives at his base where the mad scientist Baxter Stockman asks him what is causing the delay in the device's completion. Even before Shredder could answer, Ra's al Ghul enters the base with his League of Assassins. Ra's reveals that the deal was that in return for the secrets of the Lazarus Pit, he was to be given the device, which seems to be having many setbacks. They tell Ra's that all of this happened because of Batman, and Ra's reassures them. He hands them the ooze, a mutagen that will turn anyone it touches into a monster. His ultimate plan was to use Wayne Enterprises' Cloud Seeder to turn everyone in Gotham City into a monster. Little did they know, Damian Wayne, also known as Robin, was listening in to their whole conversation and took this information to Batman. While that is going on, the Ninja Turtles are doing their research on Batman. They had followed Shredder along with his Foot Clan when they stole the ooze from the Techno-Cosmic Research Institute and heard that he was working with a new partner in Gotham City, who they think is Batman. This leads them to search for Batman's headquarters. After swimming through Gotham City's integrated tunnel system, they finally reach the Batcave. Robin, who arrived at the Batcave with his new discovery, sees them and attacks him, although they do pin him down at the end. Batman and Batgirl not long after being alerted of intruders. This is where the two sides clear their misunderstanding. While the others are clearing their misunderstandings, Shredder meets up with Jack Oswald Wyke, also known as Joker. They made a deal with him that if he gives them his venom, then they will give him their ooze. With Harley Quinn's help, Joker releases all the wanted criminals of Gotham City and exposes them to the ooze, creating a deadly gang of monsters. At the same time, the newly formed team of heroes put their strength together to prepare for the fight. Just as they were munching on some delicious pizza, the bat signal goes off. Later, Gordon informs the team that the bat signal went off at Arkham. They quickly arrive at Arkham, expecting the worst because of the inmates imprisoned in it. When they arrive, the place looks unusually quiet until a hyena turned. Harley Quinn appears in front of them. They join 2 and 2 and discover what's happening. To broaden the search, the team splits into smaller groups. Group 1. Robin, Raphael, and Michelangelo, a polar bear turned Victor Fries or Mr. Freeze, but the three were not a match for him and ran for their lives. Group 2. Batgirl and Donatello, a tiger turned Bane. He attacks the group, but with the help of their quick thinking, the two knock him out. Group 3 consists of the leaders of the group, Leonardo and Batman. The duo was investigating the facility when they run into a crow turned Scarecrow. Even when Leonardo is hit with fear gas, the two are able to take over Scarecrow. On the other hand, trying to run away from Mr. Freezer, the first group find themselves in a room where they see a poisonous plant monster turned Poison Ivy. Fortunately for them, as a part of her transformation, Ivy was rooted to the ground, so she was unable to attack them. The three ran away from her as well. Group 3 advances to another large room where they find Wolf turned Two-Face, who had captured two people, pointing a gun at them. The first group arrives and Raphael and Leonardo attack Two-Face, not knowing that the victims are actually traps for them that will electrify whoever comes to save them. They almost got killed by Harley if Robin did not attack her first. As Batman has been frozen defenseless thanks to Mr. Freeze, Cobra turned Joker enters and injects him with a combination of the Joker venom and the ooze. As a result, Batman turns into a giant vampire bat. Joker shares that this mixture, along with turning him into a monster, will also drive him mad. The vampire Batman takes down Two-Face and Mr. Freeze in an instant and turns against his own team. It was hard to keep him under control, so they decided to use the anti-mutagen serum on him. After a lot of trouble, the team finally injects the serum into Batman, which turns him back to normal. Bruce is immediately taken to the Batcave to get his wounds fixed. All of them sit down and make and discuss how to defeat so many villains. In the end, they decided to go to Ace Chemicals, where the components of Joker Venom were found. Leonardo and his brothers quickly decide to attack Ra's and Shredder there itself. This is when Batman gets up and tells them to leave Gotham City because their impulsive actions had brought more harm than good. Raphael steps and convinces Batman to give him and his brothers one last chance and promises him that they won't let him down. Michelangelo and Batman climb in the Batmobile while the others settle in the Turtle Van. The two vehicles were attacked the moment their vehicles appeared in front of Ace Chemicals. While fighting, they also got separated. They worked together to not only fight the foot soldiers, but also the mutants who had turned into animals, even a T-Rex. At the same time, the Batmobile gets immobilized by the foot soldiers. Batman tells Michelangelo to go ahead and press all the buttons just as he was trying to do the whole time. Subsequently, the Batmobile was freed and the team reached the place in time to see that the device was finished being built. In an epic fight, Batman defeats Shredder, Leonardo brings Ra's to his knees, and Michelangelo and Donatello get on the device and break it, while the others fight off the minions. The team takes everyone outside before the factory explodes. All of them return to the Batcave and start heading to their injuries. Batman tells Leonardo that their father will be proud of them. Batgirl and Donatello exchange contact numbers. Robin and Raphael have a moment to themselves, and Michelangelo gifts Alfred his skateboard. Batman even surprises them with a pizza party, and that is where the movie ends with their smiling faces. That is the end of the video. If you like the video, do like and share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.